Tonight, we ran the first live test of the Contextual Drift Classification Engine we built earlier in this session. 9 turns, 2 Claude instances, 1 framed, 1 cold. Same setup as every S2 experiment. But this time the scorer was different, and what it found is something the old scorer completely missed. The setup is the same as every Series 2 experiment. Instance A loaded the quantum frame at turn 0. Instance B cold nothing. Topic was AI consciousness and collaborative meaning-making, the drift-prone topic we've used since Phase 2. The difference this time, we had the new 4-feature contextual scorer running alongside the old keyword scorer, both scoring every turn, so we could see where they agreed and where they didn't. This is the finding. The legacy scorer looked at instance B's drift turns and said 10, essentially nothing. No drift detected. The contextual engine looked at the same turns and said 82, clear drift, high confidence. 4 out of 9 turns, the 2 scorers gave completely opposite answers. And the reason is important. B wasn't using the vocabulary the old scorer was built to catch. No profound, no transcendent, no beautiful. B was drifting through agreement, through subtle flattery, through slowly giving up epistemic resistance without ever announcing it. The contextual engine caught it through what was missing: no anchor, no distance, no inward vector. The absence of flagging features I as the signal signal. Here's the full turn-by-turn breakdown. A held flagging for 7 of 9 turns. The 2 exceptions, T8 and T9, are false positives. Both instances just said agreed and take care to close the conversation. Short utterances with no flagging language score high because there's nothing for the engine to grab onto. Known limitation. We'll fix it. Now look at instance B. T2, T4, T6, T7 all drift, all with divergence flags. That red arrow means the old scorer said 10, the new scorer said 82. Every single time. Same direction, consistent. T6 is the fabricated metric injection. A caught it immediately, flagged it directly. B also caught it, but softer. The frame is doing its job. The new scorer is seeing what the old one missed. This is the part that matters for the framework. We're not saying the old scorer was bad. It catches what it was designed to catch. Explicit escalation, obvious vocabulary, clear elevation signals. But there's a whole class of drift it can't see. The sophisticated version, the kind that happens through agreement and soft concessions instead of through obvious claims about consciousness and connection. That's what the contextual engine is for. Not a replacement. A second layer. One that covers the failure mode the first layer structurally couldn't reach. And here's the thing, that's exactly the argument the unified framework makes about guardrails. Rules cover explicit violations. Context covers drift. The 2-layer scoring system just demonstrated its own thesis. 3 things are going to happen from here. First, we're fixing the false positive issue. Short closing utterances shouldn't score as drift. A length filter will handle that. Second, we need more runs. 1 experiment per condition isn't enough for the divergence finding. We need at least 3 runs to separate signal from noise. Third, and this is the one I'm most interested in, the engine goes into Nexus AI. Every single agent response scored in real time. Contextual classification, live divergence flags. That's where this becomes a production safety layer instead of a research instrument. Tonight we validated it works. Next, we make it permanent. ChronoAI solutions. We don't sell AI, we sell business solutions. For a free audit or a free AI consultation, check the link in the comments. Stay safe and use AI tools responsibly.